people hate the Cowboys.
It's either thumbs up or thumbs down every time.
I get it, but I just look at them and I say, I like the quarterback. I like the running game. I like the receivers. The offensive line is one of the best when they're healthy. The defense is coming along. Now, when they get DeMarcus Lawrence back, that'll be a plus. Diggs got back to Diggs again yesterday, leading the league. I think he got 9 interceptions on the season.
I think it's eight. Yeah.
Is it 8?
8.
The 8 interceptions on the season. Like, think about it, man. That's a touch. I mean, that's an interception a game, basically.
Yeah, it's nuts.
And so I got a coach here who's been there, who's done it, who's won, who understands what the playoffs are about. They got a defensive coordinator who's been there, who's done it.
That money is a bet that this dude's going to make the Hall of Fame, right? So I look at Dak and take a step back and think, what kind of a career is this dude does it look like he's on his way to? It feels like there's a Super Bowl in there for that guy, doesn't it?
I mean, I've been saying that about Dak since the beginning of the year, that I'm a fan of his, even as a Giants fan. I think sometimes, and I think this is really important for teams that have the ability to win a championship, how they bounce back after losing games speaks volumes about how that team continues to mature. So Dak Prescott potentially having the worst game statistically in his career versus the Broncos, coming back off that bye week, off that injury, to have the game he had yesterday with the way the defense played. The defense set the tone in this ball game as well. So I think that speaks about the maturity of that team. And I think that's what you kind of wondered about Dallas. Like, are you going to start going down this path where you're very concerned for this team because they continue to let you down? But the way they stepped up yesterday, man, against a team that had a former MVP on that squad, that has beaten some teams before, I think that speaks volumes about the Cowboys.
Atlanta's a good football team, though.
That's what I was about to ask Keith.
They're serviceable.
They've been beating bad teams close. So I'm not saying they're awful,
They're serviceable.
but maybe they weren't quite as they looked a little hotter than they were. In other words,
Yeah, but again, you go back to your record is what your record say you are, and they were a 6-7 seed type football team that got 43 points hung on them, and they only scored 3. And you know how hard it is for a quarterback to put up the type of numbers on a consistent basis. Dak Prescott was 24-31 for shy under 300 yards, 2 touchdowns in the air, and another touchdown on the ground. That's hard to do.
and that's kind of a typical
No matter
Dak
who you playing
performance.
against, man, that's consistency. If I get that out my quarterback every single week and better, at Kansas City this week coming up,
At Saints.
and I don't worry about the Saints right now.
Cowboys, Giants defense is coming along. It's not a gimme anymore. It's a divisional game.
At Washington.
Also, the defense coming along.
It's gonna be interesting down the stretch.
Look, put it this way.
I have no question about their
Put
offense
it this way. They got the Cardinals. Put it this way, though. If they get the first round bye, they deserved it. 100%. They worked their tail off for it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Because if you look at the schedule, even though some of the teams that they play are not juggernauts, Philadelphia Eagles going to play the Cowboys well.
You got 2 games with them. You might easily lose 1.
The Giants are going to play them well. And then they go to Arizona. Arizona opened up a can on them last year in Texas Stadium.
Look at the Washington defense against the Bucs yesterday. Washington's defense.
Washington. So you know that's going to have some implications there. In the way Washington feel right now, they don't feel like they out of it. They feel like they can still win their division.
Jay, what Key said about Packers, about Lambeau, to me, that's the one where I go ding, 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 because you even like the Packers, as many do. And it's splitting hairs, but you go, you know what? Let me split the hair with Aaron Rodgers, right? Now you have to go on the road to face
that weather, that cold.
Oh, and just like
it was already snowing, man. What month were we
It's
at?
November.
Dak already played Aaron Rodgers in the playoffs earlier in his career, and he played great. In fact, Cowboys should have won that game, except Aaron Rodgers got the ball last, made incredible plays. Packers won.
Exactly. I'm looking at the damn snow yesterday. I'm like, seriously, really? Come on, man. It just started. We're in November. What's going on?
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.